Hello and welcome to another installment of the February installment of Low Ink. Today, many teams have arrived to get banned on that precious tournament. I am Cyo. I am going to commentate the first 3 games with you, but I am not alone. With me is Devvy.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
I am doing great, and I'm gonna do even greater than before, because if we can look at the team names of the first round out of 6 in Swiss bracket, we see a very familiar name for me, at least. It is Bamboo Dragons versus Deep Sea Federation. Oh my god, that overlay looks so awesome. But and with that being said, welcome to Cyo, a random German peep, commentates a German team, episode number 3, because Deep Sea Federation is a German team. And I'm German.
That's good to know. These are 2 names that I'm not familiar with, so I'm always looking for a surprise to see what they can bring, and just hearing how other people know these teams is really nice to figure out as well.
I haven't seen both teams playing as well, so I'm pretty excited to see both teams performing. Like I said, I have no expectations for both. I don't know. It's like a box, but you don't know what's inside. Everything can surprise you, and all of a sudden. There we have it, first map, and we're going right into the action. Is Tower... Oh, Tower Control on Anchovy.
Or some people like to make fun of the name, and we'll just call it Anko 5, but you know. Dynamos on both sides. This is actually, or not Dynamos on both sides. Yeah, Dynamos on both sides. This is interesting to me. Dynamos have got a lot of control power, especially over the ledges of like Office and the Snipe, so I'm looking forward to these Dynamos.
Different types of Dynamos though. The one has armor, the other one has the Booyah Bomb. The one can support, the other one can stop. However, the Booyah Bomb got shredded pretty fast by the Neos. No, the V-Slash it is. Okay.
There's a lot of good double. I also like to point out there's a Kunder making an appearance too. We're gonna see torpedoes fly.
We're gonna see a lot of things fly. The first checkpoint is down for Deep Sea Federation as well, as they go into the second checkpoint, which is much harder to attack, as they still got Snipe. Oh, that Inkjet has a little bit of a choke there.
Very beautiful Inkjet.
Checkpoint 2 is cracked. Checkpoint 2 is down as well. I got the Booyah Bomb pack. That was bold there. That was almost that kill for that Booyah Bomb. Tower is lost, but the offense is still going on. Ooh.
There's so much going on here. Just the plots being contested, but it looks like I believe Bamboo Dragons here are managing to slowly regain control, but the fight's not over yet. Adbro's just kind of lurking below, keeping the pressure up. Booyah Bomb coming out.
Did we mention that the Dragons are wanting triple Booyah? Gel.
We did not.
and the K Dynamo. That is interesting.
This is a very interesting strategy. You could say that this is definitely a tower denial comp, as long as they can keep those up with all the Booyahs and use them in an orderly fashion.
They can gain a lot of control on Arcade as well with that thing. Oh, there goes a good trade. Dragons still trying to push it there, but finds themselves in a bit of a bad situation. The Gal had to retreat there for a minute, and that is the tower at 0. However, Deep Sea Federation now with the next push, but the Booyah Bomb crashes in early, stopping it there a little bit. It looks... That gal just escapes death. You can limp there.
I think the Gallo there doing a nice job staying back, not going into any pressure. It was really close with the Dynamo there, but managed to stay alive, counter the Booyah. The 52's putting in some good work here.
There's another Booyah Bomb flying for the Dragons. Deep Sea Federation. No, the Dynamo it doesn't get the splat on that Gale. Loses the fight as well. But that Suction Bomb on the Ansep. On the Ansep? I think the Ansep.
I didn't quite see.
I couldn't see either, but the Ansep has the only Suction Bomb, so I assume it's going to be the Ansep.
Oh, that was a very good fan lift.
That was a bit unfortunate. Oh, get the slap through the shield of an undercover. There goes the Booyah Bomb going into arcade, or going to the back arcade there. The Dynamo has seen one of Deep Sea Federation trying to engage it as well. Tower has been taken, and we are going into the second checkpoint. 36 points though, it's not much. It's possible. It's absolutely possible, especially if you get good picks like this. The Dynamo deep inside there, trying to get the tower going with the Booyah Bomb inside. Gets the Booyah Bomb down. Checkpoint 2 is cracked. Checkpoint 2 is down, and that is the lead for the Dragons here.
Whoa! That K Dynamo coming in and just being really aggressive in office, just putting all the paint control. Putting the Booyah down in a good place. Very well taken lead there.
That is a huge stop here. That is a very huge stop here for the Bamboo Dragons. Now they're trying to... Now Deep Sea Federation is trying to extend... not to extend the lead, but get the lead back they had for like 3-4 minutes. They're doing a great job as well. As they don't even have to do the second checkpoint. 2 on the tower, but the Booyah Bomb crashing in. Oh, the double there.
That was a Booyah Bomb needed.
Oh, another Booyah Bomb in there. 33 to 32.
Oh, we just started, and this is already like neck and neck. What is happening?
Devvy, it's round 1.
It's round 1, game 1, guys, and we've already got major hype here. Look at what just happened.
Huge, just huge.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to No Ink, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my.
Oh, that was insane. Oh my goodness. Both teams had what they needed to come back and make a push, but the 3 Booyahs were set to help stop that tower. It was so close, but that first Booyah getting the double really helped stop that tower from getting that lead, and I think it stalled just enough to be able to hold it from getting that extra point. Oh my goodness, that was so close.
Yeah, definitely. That triple Booyah Bomb comp though.
It
really paid off in the end. It really paid off in the end.
It really did. It really did. And they used the 3 Booyahs really well too. Like that, not a lot of them were at the same time. They always had one for when it was like needed for area control, for a tower stop, to continue pushing. They really used those Booyahs well.
Definitely. We are going down now on Splat Zones. Muscle Forge Fitness. Another decent comp, not for us frontliners though, in my opinion, but nonetheless, a good map mode combination, if you want to take that objectively. Here we go! Let's see what the comps are. Oh, okay! V-shot. Interesting.
The V-shot with the burst bomb and the splashdown. I know if you can get in there, you just put a splashdown, burst bomb. It's a pretty tricky combo to get out of if you're stuck in the middle of it. But you don't, And we also see 2 Booyahs coming back from Pink there. Just Booyahs going left and right here.
Double Booyah on the Dragon side, and Deep Sea Federation with a single one. So, but with Wayne as well. The twice slasher Novo or Fresco? I don't actually know. I happen to mix up the names as well.
Oh, good. We know it's the Tri Nouveau, but I really like this pick of the Tri on this map to get over those hill ledges. They can definitely put a lot of pressure in trenches.
There's the Inkjet from Deep Sea Federation. However, the zone is overthrown, and the zone is really deep, very hard overthrown here from the Dragons here, getting the zone back. I like that name. But yeah, it's like a back and forth for both teams.
It really is.
Get zone, then they lose it, then they get it back again, and they lose it again. That is the great thing about Muscle Forge Fitness Splat Sounds. You really don't know where things are going.
That's true. It's been relatively neutral until just now. There's 3 down on the Dragon side, and now Deep Sea Federation can move in and see if they can maybe lock out a little bit to get that zone timer counted down some more. Take some extra points.
Ooh, that K on the... Gets the Tway. Zanan had to splash down there, but gets picked by the Twi-Slosher nonetheless. The Dynamo now against the Slosher. The Twi-Slosher disengages. Good decision there. 30 points.
Oh, the 2 Booyahs almost thrown in the same area there. I feel like that could have been a little bit of a miscommunication because one Booyah could have taken one side, the other could have taken, of course, the other side. They were pretty close, so they didn't get the one side of the zone covered with that Booyah.
However, Deep Sea Federation took the control and the KO as well, and there we have it. 1-1 in a play of 3. This is gonna be intense.
Whoever picked this match picked a really good match to start out with. Like, yep. Wow.
Definitely. But nonetheless, as we were saying, the Muscle Forge Fitness Splat Sounds is really a map where you cannot see where it is going. However, it can be very decisive pretty darn early because it's Splat Sounds. And if you have the control, you can just lock out the mid, and things are looking pretty slim for the opponent's side. However, oh yes, Clamlets on the Albacore Hotel. I like this.
This is a good one. This is a good one. I'm curious to see if the Dynamos are still going to make an appearance because they can go really well here. But if one team brings out more range, the Dynamos could be in a bit of trouble.
Well, Clamlets, is it a good mod for a last game? Let's just think about being on a 3-3 in a best of 7, and you just have, I don't know, Clamlets on New Albacore Hotel or even Inkblot Art Academy.
It definitely can be because you really gotta bring all of your stuff for Clam Blitz. Like, you really gotta be in sync. You can't just go one way without the other because you'll know it can get punished really soon if caught. So I think this can be a pretty good finisher. We have seen really close Clam Blitz sets on New Albacore.
Definitely, and I agree with you with that. I think Clamlets is one of the modes that has the most of a requirement of a team strategy, in my opinion. I'm sorry, I'm German. I didn't find the word for that.
Oh, good.
However, Clamlets can be very interesting and very exciting as well. So it has a reason for existing, and we are going to see why exactly they have a reason for existing. Clamlets on the Albacore Hotel.
Let's see what these comps are going to be. This is going to be interesting. All right. Different undercover. Which one's this one? This one is the... It's the vanilla. I believe that's Mines and Splashdown, I think is what that one has. And then there's also 2 gals on that team. We've got the 96 and the 52.
All on the same team, by the way.
They are.
That is interesting. They are putting a lot into firepower here.
There's a lot of kill power.
there's the splash down early this time, and that is the splash. That is the V. That is the V on the splash down and Inkmines. Does a good job with those with the shield as well. Silence going early, getting the Booyah Bomb, probably get popped as well. There goes another Booyah Bomb. There goes another Booyah Bomb.
And over and over and over again, but it looks like a wipe has finally happened, and Deep Federation stopping this push, getting to 68. Not bad for a first push. Now we'll see if Deep Sea can take back control, which they've taken back most of mid, and are starting to apply pressure on the pathways out.
Definitely, yeah, 68 points. Not that optimal though. So Deep Sea Federation can now score both super clamps, and get the lead. However, they didn't have that much clamps, and that is only a solo push, and that gives the Dragons quite a free clamp to work with. That is huge, as Silent already has a clamp, but loses the fight against Hammer. Hammer gets splattered as well, so they have to save that clamp for now? Question mark. The clamp died.
It's still early in the game, so even if the clam dies, I think that's perfectly fine. That way all teammates can still be hidden, and look to try to get a pick to play more, do more of an offensive push, maybe get a push started. But yeah, there's two clams on the side of Dragons right now.
Yep. The gal saves the clam there. However, now the Dragons are quite defensive right now, as the Booyah Bomb goes in to the right side of the basket. There goes another Booyah Bomb and gets a splat.
Ooh, Dragons played that really well there. I think they saw the baller coming, so they stayed back and just shredded it and got rid of it, and then they expected the special push. So I think this is why they stayed back a little bit, and they defended really well right there.
Yep, definitely. 2 minutes to go. More map control for the Deep Sea Federation. Oh, Hammer!
Hammer's just in here!
There goes Grenade. Oh man. This looks huge right now. However, they got the lead!
They got the lead! Hammer is just being that mosquito no one wants around.
And there goes the baller as well. Hammer now jumps.
Oh, didn't quite get out.
I think that was 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond left. Unfortunate. Whoa, but the Dragons have 3 super clamps now. 2 in hand, 1 pity.
We see someone's trying to make a push on the top corner, but does get caught out. They did go alone, that 96, as 3 members were waiting. Oh, that was
2v1 pick. But the heavy load loses though.
Oh man. There's a minute left in this game, and the green side here does have a clam at the ready, but they need a push to get off of here. They need to pick a member off of Deep Sea Federation to try to get something going. But instead, one of them got picked instead.
Yeah, the thing is, they have so much map control, and the Dragons now have 35 seconds plus 20 to get the lead in eventually overtime. He goes back though. Now faces a 2v1 situation. They need something here. 20 seconds left. 20 plus 20. And there is the end splash getting with the Inkjet.
The Inkjet got 2 good picks there. I believe they got both those picks. Getting the clam a 3rd there in the middle. Wow. The Dragons are in a bit of trouble here.
Oh, that's
2 seconds left. That was huge. Huge pick right there. The clam is just guarded by this 96 now.
And that is the game as well. Deep Sea Federation wins the first round over the Bamboo Dragons with 2-1.
That was an amazing first round set.
Definitely.
both teams should be proud of themselves for what they have done in this first set, and I hope they play just as well as they just did in their future sets, because that was amazing.
I don't know, but I just can't agree with you on that point. I just can't. Really, it was a really good set. A really extraordinary set as well.
For that last game, though, I think the big difference was how both teams pushed in. We saw one team come in with all the booyahs. They were able to get a little bit of follow-up with their clams. And then the next push started off kind of solo and shut down really early. But then the second time, they fixed that error and came back with more power to work with, which allowed lead to be retaken and then just put up amazing map control.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. The Deep Sea Federation wins round 1, and we are doing a short break, and we are coming right back with round number 2. Be right back and stay tuned.
going to need to find to do that again as well here. Oh, but a sneaky play! Cool Sauce just being cool as a cucumber right behind the enemy lines. It gets a double with a burst bomb! Splashdown combo, excuse me!
Well, how about that from Evening Chickens? They did not see, Bottles did not see that coming out.
Oh, absolutely. And I like what I'm seeing here from Knife, pulling up that custom Jet Squelcher. Like we had talked about earlier, I mean, the Stingray, so powerful on a map like this. And of course, we also have the vanilla heavy Splatling coming out. Here we go. We got a Stingray battle right out the gate. Both of those weapons building up that special so fast, and they're both.
Welcome back, everybody, to Low Ink February. We are going into round 2, and we've got Gremlins versus Shiverme Inklings.
I was struggling with that name. First try was Shiverme, second try was Shiverme, third try was Shiverme Inklings. However, a great name nonetheless, but Gremlins just takes the cake, I'm sorry.
I love how they got a picture of the small fry as their logo right now.
Yeah, all of the Splatoon 3 hype, right?
Gotta have the little buddy.
Yes.
Anywho, I recognize a few names off of Gremlins, like Oreo T, Blue, Sovless. Don't quite remember No You, but I have seen them. Shiverme Inklings, definitely have seen them around in the scene for a little bit. Looking forward to see what both these teams are going to bring here this set as we start off with Rainmaker Reef.
Now, I've seen some names of Gremlins long time ago, but I cannot put the finger on it.
I believe Oreo T's a Splatling player, if I remember right. I remember off of Technical Machine days.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I do remember Oreo T from Midpoint, or I am actually picking up something, I don't know. Were they at Midpoint? Do you know that? Coincidence?
I don't remember the.
I
the
don't
phases
either.
through. Anywho, we're getting going on Rainmaker Reef here. Let's see what the comps are gonna be.
Oh, Waymaker Weep. Oh. Waymaker time! Everyone loves Waymaker.
There's that Splatling. We've got the Hero Heavy, which I like to call Steve. And the first thing, Charger. Pretty standard comps on both sides, although we got end carries making an appearance here.
And we see Capo there. Yeah, definitely rather aggressive comp from the Inkling side.
Although Shiverme Inklings going 2 down early, Booyah Bomb coming out, seeing if they can get a pick, which it did not. Looking to see here if they can regain control, as it looks like a flank is trying to come through the sneaky side there. Armor has popped, and their street is just getting dominated right now.
Definitely, and there goes the Waymaker, and that's
And
another wipe, and OEG
Oh
just
my goodness!
activating now in 7, but gets bombed.
Very well placed bomb by the Charger there, getting that double, and they're already 3 down on, oh, that's a delayed wipe off of Gremlins.
Damn, they went speeds a lot there after that wipe, getting 28 points, and now the Inklings have to recover from that. Although it's Waymaker, everything is possible. There goes the Booyah Bomb. Didn't get shredded by the Waymaker area. Maybe too far away. There goes Blue with the Slushy. Just avoids the Inkjet shot here.
We see a one for one go down. Oreo T just hiding in the corner here, making sure he can be safe. They do see the Charger, opting to jump back as both backlines do have Stingray at the ready.
Yeah. It doesn't look like much map control for the Inklings though.
No, that's true.
They're gaining a lot, but
they're losing it just as quickly.
Not enough. Yeah. The Gremlins holding them off pretty well.
Nice
Ooh, the
pick
drop
on.
gets that though.
Very nice pick. Fight going on under bridge, going back and forth. We got 2 for 1 there, so a little bit of advantage for Shiverme Inklings right now as they are opting to push up a little bit. Unfortunate little play on the wall there, couldn't quite make it up. Booyah Bomb going up and over. Yep.
Booyah Bomb, Kobe's at 2 the other side. However, that Waymaker got lasered.
Nice shark here by Kyle. Charger's trying to take bridge, but being pressured back by that Inkjet. Does have Ray at the ready now for a counter. But again, Street is just getting absolutely contested by this machine here, and Gremlins are moving up, adding a lot of pressure really quickly. They've got the speed here. They know when to go.
They have the speed, they have the map control, they have a lot right now as OVT is picking up the Waymaker again, but gets lasered by the Charger!
They lose!
And there goes the Waymaker trying to make a path up there, but gets intercepted by the Pro.
Ends up with being the only one alive there. Shiverme Inklings really gotta use their weapons to control here, as they're not taking a lot of paint back very quickly. They've got to really fight those fizzy bombs and the Enzap's paint, which they're definitely struggling with.
There goes another Booyah Bomb. By the way, what? How did Kyle survive that?
Shield. Looks like there's a fight on bridge right now. Kyle trying to make a point there. It does jump off. 2 down on the side of Shiverme Inklings. Gremlins once again have control.
And that is the thing with Rainmaker. Like 15 seconds can decide the entire game. As Gremlins has map control, they had the speed in the first minutes. There goes the Emperor. He loses against the power, despite having the first shot.
But it goes down to the fizzy.
Well.
Fizzies are so strong on this bridge. This is all the machine's got to do is just throw fizzies over bridge, deny them from even trying to get close to the Rainmaker. Look at this machine go. Blue is doing a great job, adding a lot of pressure and keeping control in important areas.
Yeah, that Slushing is a strong weapon. Not to be underestimated in all times. There goes the Emperor. He just on speed here, and that is the first point for the Gremlins.
The end parries at the end there, just like nothing's gonna stop me. Goes in, gets the pick on that charger, and like, yep, this game's over.
Yep.
Look at the pretty high KA there coming out from Gremlins there, the end zap and the machine, of course, putting in a lot of stuff there. But there was a lot of control by everybody. They all moved in as one. We saw how they took that first initial wipe and got their big push right off the bat.
Yeah, Gremlins just had they had a lot of control over the 5 minutes. The Gremlins the Inklings could just take a break. That they had to offense, they had to defense the entire time. They couldn't even catch a break, especially after that wipe. OVOT just going full scenario 7 mode and striking down that middle lane. However, that splat bomb, that perfectly timed and perfectly placed, that pixel perfect splat bomb from that charger, denied even worse to come. However, it's still 1-0 for the Gremlins. Now we got tower control on Snapper Kano.
Yeah, what is it? I think if Gremlins are going to run a similar comp, Shiverme Inklings has got to counter by adding more paint. It looks like that they really suffered from not being able to keep paint control for very long, because by the time they got some kind of control, it was painted over immediately.
Or they just do the dragons and just go triple booyah. Oh man, that was
a 52 deco. I witnessed this 52 deco last night, and it was doing pretty good. They brought the Ray, and look at that, already a first pick, going to apply pressure. It looks like Gremlins do have the advantage right now.
I've seen the
I think there's...
tough more.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
But yeah, that is the first push now for the Gremlins.
Oh my goodness!
And they're striking down pretty darn well, and that's the first points down. Probably OVT uncontested onto that tower. Checkpoint 1 is gone. There goes the second checkpoint. OVO now pulls the Booyah Bomb, probably going onto that spawn, onto that wing spawn. Gets down.
Got knocked out. There. Oh, it's so close. There we go.
Yeah, now it is.
Checkpoint is there.
Oh, nicely done by that Inkjet, and they even scoring some more. However,
the Gremlins
did not get knocked off.
The Gremlins are just coming in here, winning all of the fights that they are taking. You see Shiverme Inklings coming in with one, and then a late second following up on the fight. But the Gremlins already have 2 people there majority of the time to be able to win a lot of these fights. But it looks like Shiverme Inklings finally stopping this push, leaving only the 52 alive with Stingray at the ready.
Yeah, Gremlins with the 3rd checkpoint reached, 2 checkpoints down, 3rd checkpoint is reached, 3 minutes to go now, and a lot of map control going for Gremlins as well.
they're handling it pretty well. And as you can see at the comp, it's quite aggressive with that throw, with the Anzap and with the K-shot. No, that's the Inkling side. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
However, they ended.
Right in mid, but taken out by 2. There, Booyah coming out. But this is, Shiverme Inklings have 2 members down on Gremlins, so this is their time to be able to make something happen. Shiverme Inklings on the side of where the tower needs to go. This is a good positioning by them, as they are just stopping the push by being where the tower needs to go. They are the obstacle.
However, Shiverme Inklings now with the first opportunity. Blue ultimately weak, gets down. Kyle now gets engaged. And there are some engages going over the jump as well. Johan now with the Stingray trying to sting down the Gremlins. Doesn't get quite a pick. Can the Inklings get the step up? I think they don't.
It's just the pro left.
Going on tower.
Oh, and yet still opts to go forward there and
it's soft as water.
There's our swim of the day.
Okay, that is one push. Force
Nice pick
for
by
the
Oreo.
Inkling. That Capo just got eaten by that heavy. There goes the sting by Blue. There goes
Booyah
the
bomb
Booyah
coming
from
out.
Oreo.
They've got 2 members down. They are in positions where they can lock out members. However, a fight did get lost there, but still, Gremlins do have more of the advantage here. They picked off another one above the ledge. This could be KO, but tower's being contested. Can Oreo win? Oh, the train with the jump in! The train!
No, what?
These dualies are
Oh!
so close. And the last one opting to jump out there. Good choice to jump back. Good stop by Shiverme Inklings. They've got pretty much one more shot here to possibly... they'll have to pretty much almost KO this.
That
The dualies! Look at that!
Dualies doing dualies things. Johan with it gets the dualies down though. However, gets traded. And yeah, 3-59. Gremlins looking for that win here. For that set win. However, it's still a play of 3, so the Inklings can get some redemption still.
But they're back at spawn respawning, and we see Oreo T has the final Booyah. And all they gotta do is put that Booyah on tower, and that's game.
Yep, and that's
Or just hold it, because I don't think any of their members were even nearby.
Yeah. Gremlin took that W in Snapper Canal as well, and
Look
with
at that
the
map control.
Yeah. That ends at
Wow.
almost 20.
Shiverme Inklings did have that one push in the middle there, but the Gremlins were just in the right place at the right time so that they couldn't get any farther past that second checkpoint. Gremlins just showing that they are being very dominant this set, moving in as soon, and they're getting early wipes, delayed wipes, or 3 down, and just taking that as their advantage, just to pounce and just move on in, and get a strong push off right off the bat.
Yeah, that push from Shiverme Inklings was a very good push. However, the Gremlins just had too much control to work with, and that kind of killed it for the Inklings. However, although it's 2-0, Shiverme Inklings still has the opportunity to get 1 point for the tiebreaker. As we all know, it's a Swiss group stage. So there's still some reason to fight. It's Clamlet on Starfish, so that can have a huge impact as well.
You never know when that one game, even if you lose a set, can make a difference for you in the placements. But Clamlet Starfish, this is I don't see this one too often, but this is the watch out for flanks map on stage left and stage right.
Yeah, Starfish main stage is just a tutorial map on how to flank. Just a free tutorial map on how to flank. Just do it.
Absolutely.
It will work.
Anyone will do it. It's just if they have the right chance to take one of those sides, anyone can flank.
Yep, and there we have it. Clamlet on Starfish main stage, and we see a CDS for the first time today. Am I right?
That's true, yes. And CDS is actually a really nice pick for here, as their range can control most of mid. They have the rain, they have the splat bomb. Great controlling kit. But Gremlins already just getting in Shiverme Inklings' face, and they've got 12 clams at the ready. But a member did go down on the back there, as the CDS are fighting against 3 people right now, but they do finally go down. A little bit of a stall to allow Shiverme Inklings to come back.
Oh, huge drop shots! And there is the Anzep dancing through, and there is the Booyah Bomb securing their base as well. Oh, we are trying to throw some clamps in. Did so. And that's down to 62 only. That's a good defense.
It is, yes. Even getting down to there means like there's definitely an opening to get lead. But if you don't have any follow-up on the next initial push, it could still mean a lot. Caught on the wall! Blue here paying respects to the fallen squid.
Blue wanted to press the F button, but couldn't find it on the Pro controller.
Oh, that was a great bomb! The splat bombs proving their power today. Getting doubled left and right.
Oh man. Anyway, now Shiverme Inklings have more map control now. That is now a totally different game.
They do.
They have
issue
3
here.
clams as well.
I think that's actually their problem. They have 3 clams, so that means 3 out of their 4 members can be seen. As one goes down.
There goes the ball.
Oh, the bonk!
oh, that CDS with a good dodge.
Oh, the Tilly's going off. Do they have follow-up, or can Wolf win this fight? Wolf wins the fight.
Wolf even wins the 2v1.
With the 2v1. Very good fight win.
That was an unfortunate late disengage from that answer that just gave Wolf the free splat there. 215, 100 to 62, and still map control for the Shiverme Inklings.
Yes, they have definitely improved their map control this game, and they've got a clam, but there's only 2 alive. They don't have anyone to really push in. They're trying to get jumps into mid, seeing if they can keep this pressure up. I like the decision of not opting to go forward here. But now it looks like that they've got their members back into play. I'm hoping maybe they can get a push off here, as Booyah does come in.
Oh, that
Doesn't get a pick, though.
On a backline. Now mid is getting contested, however, Shiverme Inklings having so much control on mid.
They got one pick.
They cannot convert it though. They cannot convert it though, and that's the problem. 4v3 situation though. And that might be a start of a push here. Oh, huge splat here.
Here we go.
That might be a start.
Oreo! Nice drop there by Oreo. Throwing the clams away, but getting picked by doing so, and I think Shiverme is going to score. They do. Can they get follow-up?
That
I
might
think that's
be
lead. That's definitely lead.
Oh, huge! That is the reason why
they're still going.
So important. That's
Absolutely.
why
Look at
is
this.
so important. Wolf now comes after it. It's going.
This is an amazing push.
Oh, from 100 to 20. From 100 to 20.
That is phenomenal. At least the Gremlins there, they were kind of coming down one at a time, hoping to just single take down one member, and I think that was a problem there, because you couldn't go into like a 1v3. It does not work unless if you got like a controlling combo. I've seen it pulled off sometimes, but it's rare. Anywho, push was stopped at 20, and now Gremlins have one more chance to possibly get a big push off here. They've got 3 specials at the ready, 20 seconds left to go. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
They have now the Gremlins have a lot of map control here. They can start to push anytime soon. However, they still have some penalties and some cooldown points as well. Now got the baller in.
The baller's shredded, but the jumps are coming in.
Is it enough though? Sobel is collecting gems.
Oh, they don't.
What happened to that other? What happened to that other clam?
The other clam got destroyed in the choke. The members are shooting them down in choke. They got caught up.
And that's the point for the Inklings here.
Look at that turnaround. Great performance there by Shiverme Inklings, keeping that control of mid when they had finally won it. Then they got the picks they needed and took that push, and they went from 100 to 20. That was amazing. Gremlins there showing no stop. They had that attempt for the final push, but they went for the baller jump-in strategy. And when you do that, usually you're definitely going to lose somebody, so they won't have another to paint over. And you're not going to get as much follow-up as you could. So I think that that could have definitely resulted in why they didn't get enough follow-up to get that lead back at the end. But Shiverme Inklings covering the areas. They shredded the baller. They put bombs in the right places. They capitalized on the choke point. That is a very great win for Shiverme Inklings.
The difference between the last 2 games and this game was that the Gremlins had map control, and in this game the Shiverme Inklings had map control, and it worked pretty darn well. So Shiverme Inklings really should build up on that strategy.
You gotta win that turf war to win any mode.
It can save many games and many lives. With really Shiverme Inklings, the point was well deserved.
Absolutely, I agree. Even though they lost the set, that should be a W in their books.
Yes. Well, nonetheless, Gremlins has won against Shiverme Inklings with 2-1, and we are doing a short break, and then we're gonna come back with round number 3 out of 6 in Swiss Stage. Be right back and stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to another round of Low Ink, number 3 out of 6. And yeah, I already thought that Gremlins took the cake today. I was lying! We got another banger here today. we got the original working title of Splatoon 3. Goodbye, France.
And they are going up against Barracuda Blitz.
This is incredible. Yeah, we've seen Barracuda Blitz quite often here in Low Ink, but I've never seen them. I've never seen them play in Low Ink. I didn't comment. You did.
It's been a while because I'm trying to remember things and it's not coming to me. So, definitely recognizable names, but I can't recall what any of them could bring. So, it's still gonna be mostly a surprise to me. But we're starting off this set with Rainmaker Mako Mart. And
yes.
There can be lots of things here. I see splooshes come out here a lot, but it all depends on if the team actually has a person who plays sploosh or they work around it. I've seen many different comps for this, but a lot of them lately have a sploosh.
I'm actually excited, or I'm actually wondering if we're gonna see a Sploosh 7 or a V Sploosh. I've seen a V Sploosh at midpoint and they actually won, and I was okay. Enough internet for today.
Yeah, it happens. All right, Clash Blaster.
What?
A Clash Blaster. A Clash Blaster Neo coming out from Goodbye France. Oh, the Rogue already going down off of Barracuda Blitz.
Okay. Sure, why not? I mean, they get the first push though. We get stopped by 70. 3v4 situation as well as the Chargers trying to get get some control here over that Waymaker. What?
That Inkjet pick! That was great. Great pick by the Inkjet there. That's what you want to go for. And they're gonna... Oh, the bomb!
I believe that was maximum range from that Inkjet. And then it's direct.
But that is 3 down off of Goodbye France. And Barracuda Blitz have the chance to take control here. They do see where this last one's hiding and where they're coming in at. They have the Junior to paint up over this control, but they're just kind of opting to throw bombs and pressure out this 4th player, who did trigger the Booyah Bomb.
Booyah Bomb going there behind, gets some damage done on that Junior. Junior had a bit to disengage to save save that armor I wanted to say, but goes immediately in an engage against the Flash Blaster, and he wins it as well.
That was a nice shift by the Junior there to help their teammate who was getting pressured by that Clash from above and managing to get that pick. But Clash is already right back in, as we saw. They were already in the alley and just going to continue to apply pressure. Booyah Bomb coming out now. It's a one-for-one trade on both sides here. Soccer are looking to see if they can get another pick, but are getting pressured by these bombs.
The map control is very contested for both teams. No one really has the control here. Another CDS, by the way.
That is true, yes. CDS coming back here, definitely a popular pick. Member does jump back. Charger may be in a bit of a tough situation here in the corner. Finally managing to jump out. Barracuda Blitz now have control. That Stingray's there. Stingray getting the pick.
And that Booyah Bomb was helping as well. Charger making some charge ups here to get... Okay, then disengages. That is
It looks like this Charger's waiting for a time to Ray. They're waiting for them to either pick it up or for it to reset, but the Charger's just kind of hanging back. They wanna use the Ray effectively.
That is the Waymaker reset now. For Goodbye France. They still have a good lead, 61 to 41. However, 41 on make 1 is not much!
Oh, the jump shot battle! Oh! We saw a brief moment of laser tag.
Alright, that's still map control contested. But now Goodbye France trying to get a bit more of a control here. As they now have grabbed the Waymaker, Inkjet deployed from Sakura. Trying to get some splats as well. Doesn't get one though. Twig.
Oh, the Stingray! The T-Tech being the only one alive.
But the T-Tech manages it well.
They did, they really did. And Barracuda Blitz coming back. They have moved up. They're fighting for mid now. They didn't get full control of mid. And Goodbye France. Just able to come back really quick so that mid control couldn't be fully retaken. But that pop does help them out. There are 2 people down.
Oh, 2v4 situation now for Barracuda Blitz. That is the chance now for Barracuda Blitz. They've taken the left path and the charger got on the far right.
Oh my goodness. The CDS in here.
CDS though! Whoa.
CDS calling for this way. The Rainmaker needs to go and take this opportunity from the pressure that their teammate is causing. Didn't get far enough. A little bit slow on the push there, but there's 15 seconds left. Barracuda Blitz have got to keep the pressure up here, but there's 3 members of Goodbye France there. Nice pick by the Rainmaker. There's 3 down. Barracuda Blitz have a chance to get this lead.
Oh yes, they do. Oh yes, they have.
They did it!
Oh my god!
But it's still enough for overtime to be triggered!
Waymaker moment.
Last, like, literally just under 10 seconds. And that happened.
Goodbye France says goodbye lead in the last second. And that is Barracuda Blitz catching the first point of this set.
Oh, I didn't quite see how they went 3 down there, but I know that the one thing Barracuda Blitz had was a lot of splat bombs. You could see 2 going together a lot, getting control in places, which I believe helped them out there, and to get pop. That 3 down situation couldn't have been any better timed.
Well, I had a slight feeling that this game will go into overtime for Barracuda Blitz to follow up, but I did not expect them to catch the lead on the last millisecond.
Yeah, it was close. They managed to. They didn't hesitate this time. They just went, and that is what they had to do.
I mean, they had a super opportunity. They had a good wipe there.
They really did.
Yeah. Now we have some lessons on Sheldon.
These I can see these Chargers gonna have some more laser tag fights on top of glass here. Unless if they bring something else. But I don't see them bringing anything different. They might change to fire fins. But I'm expecting some more Charger battles up on top.
I can still remember the earlier terrain of Sheldon Institute, where glass was really the superior battlefield, more superior to the bottom. Me as a frontline, I was fed up with that map, but now it got fixed, and now glass is less superior. Yeah, now the glass got lowered, and maybe we are going to see some pretty... Okay,
a bamboo.
How about a bamboo joining the fight?
Bamboo's gonna put a lot of control on the wings or on the bottom, while these Chargers battle it out on top. But we see that the T-Tech it's pretty much a similar comp coming out from Barracuda Blitz. They still have the Junior, the TDS, and the Pro. They've got a lot of splat bombs, and the Charger did change to a Fire Fin, so they have that bomb rush too. But we see Goodbye France does have the first initial control here.
They have super out.
There's
And
that
there we have the
sniper
first fight. There we had the first fight between those charges, but the unscoped wins. That is the Bamboo
here.
getting the good kill here on that CDS. And yeah. What's
This
the CDS
Bamboo.
now? I think that's low.
I don't remember, but this Bamboo here, also playing the bottom, controls these two choke points too, so they can just look mid, they can look left, and they pretty much just take the whole thing. You don't want to be in the line of sight of the Bamboo.
However,
Control has been
now,
regained.
Barracuda Blitz now has the zone, but now Booyah Wash, I say, and the Suction Bomb Wash now coming out of Goodbye France, and they contested it, they capped it for a short time, but can they get the zone though? The CDS, the Bamboo, I'm sorry, struggling a lot there, but now the controller has come back to Goodbye France. Inkjet has been deployed, almost gets his pick on. As whoa, he died with that Junior.
Dan moving around here. We see Goodbye France main control for a lot of that. Like their Bamboo, they kind of led all of, well, not quite all of, but at least 3 of Barracuda Blitz's members off to one corner. So Goodbye France could still just keep some sort of control on the zone. And they ended up, when they came back in, Goodbye France ended up winning the fight.
There goes the Suction Bomb Wash now for Barracuda Blitz. However, it gets outpainted here. Now the last 5 points here now for Goodbye France as they're trying to get the zone here.
They took down the Junior, that's huge!
Control, and that is
Oh.
the 1-2. Devvy, we only had 2-1 sets this evening.
This will be a low ink to remember. This is everyone's showing up to play today. Like no one's going down without a fight. Like there's been no shutouts with these sets we've seen. Just I have no words.
I mean, that is really a, and I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness! But the control was great by Goodbye France, and again, I think when the Bamboo got caught out in the corner there, it actually helped Goodbye France. It was kind of like a sacrifice because it pulled Barracuda Blitz's members off to that corner, not giving them a lot of space to work with. So Goodbye France could still just capitalize on the fact that their teammate went down. And if there's any previous damage done, which I wasn't sure what the Bamboo all hit, trying to fight / get out of there. But Goodbye France was just able to jump on that, and they kept control when they did. But Barracuda Blitz making a good effort trying to come back in, but their Junior was picked off in that final fight, and that is huge. That's their biggest painter. It's really hard to regain control with the Junior down.
Yep. Now we go into the last game of this set, tower control on Piranha Pit, which is very interesting. I've played a lot in this map mode combination, and it is a bit of a back and forth. Maybe
really
we're gonna
can
see some K shots here. Worked for me though.
Possibly. I know for team wise, you really got to know where to shift, like which area you actually need to take control of if the tower's pushing. Like where do you got to kind of really predict. You got to be a little psychic on this map. So that Clash Blaster is returned.
Yeah, okay, Clash Blaster makes more sense now.
And there's a Tri Slasher now on the side of Barracuda Blitz. And it's the Vanilla Tri.
That is the Armor Tri. Slasher getting a good splat on that Clash Blaster. However, Twig near that tower. It doesn't cap it though yet. as the team member, as their team member from Goodbye Pawns now getting the tower. Now Twink is on the tower. Getting a good shot there, but getting a good counter shot from Super there. However, now comes the Stingray denying the checkpoint.
Fire here gonna chase after this pro, but now finally deciding to back off once they see the Charger also in the way, guarding this pro. But Fire here adding some good control, keeping Pain up on the other side, but does finally go down there, as we can see. Clash here trying to get into a position where they can be annoying, but Tower is still in the middle. And there's one down on Clash going down here. 2 down on the side of Goodbye France.
Could be more. He was. There was even a half wipe here. The Clash Blaster just respawned and now has to wait for their teammates to get respawn and get the defense ready now. The K-Pro throwing a bomb there. Checkpoint 1 has been reached. However, Goodbye France with a good defense action here. Super had to jump down to save the Stingray. Stingray deployed. Now comes the counter for Stingrays, which is Tanta missiles. Now comes the Inkjet deployed as well.
The Stingray was still able to get its full mark off, but I don't think they got any picks with it. Clash now contesting the Charger, making this really difficult. Jumps coming in from the one side there, and Goodbye France is just kind of all over that one side. But as I say that, 2 go down here. This Tri-Slosher getting to the final one for that wipe.
That is the wipe for Barracuda Blitz. Now they can go Scenario 7. They can go fast now and maybe get some points done. However, Goodbye France now has the defense ready already, because it's setting up after a wipe. The defense, it's fast. It's very fast.
Barracuda Blitz there didn't really, whoa, my goodness, the T-Tech going off here, but Barracuda Blitz didn't really move up when they had that wipe, so Goodbye France was just able to move in, set defense, and get rid of whatever push they were trying to start.
There goes another set of tentacles going out from the Clash Blaster as Goodbye France are looking forward to score some more. Now get the good kill here on that twice.
Rail denied.
Checkpoint 2 reached, checkpoint 2 down. Now goes the Stingray from Barracuda Blitz from Super. However, Sakura sticking onto that tower, getting a tad more points. 35 down. 35.9.
Sakura doing a really good job on the T-Tech, adding a lot of pressure. They're getting a lot of picks. Their KA is just continuing to rise throughout this game. Up to 14 now. Just leading the way for Goodbye France.
Oh, huge. Now checkpoint 3 is cracked down as Dan is going in onto the tower, but Dan gets picked. And that leaves Twig with no other choice but to get onto the tower. Down to 14 points now. And that is 1 minute left now for Barracuda Blitz to come back onto this huge push here from Goodbye France.
Goodbye France is in a solid spot right now. There's still a bunch of checkpoints to go for Barracuda Blitz. They've got to make one heck of a push together to get this lead back in the last 40 seconds.
Yep. And as we saw Barracuda Blitz last time in main command, they pulled that off before.
They pulled it off.
So maybe they can do the same in Tower Control. However, Tower Control is a bit slower than Waymaker, so it takes a bit more player-based speed than objective-based speed. And
it's all going to come down to picks.
Yes, definitely.
Picks and special push.
That is the booyah for Barracuda Blitz. Now they're trying to get the tower pushed. Good pick there, and that is the Clash Blaster position pretty well, but gets picked. Sakura now with the Inkjet double! Maybe
Sakura popping off this game with the Inkjet, the pressure. This is your initiator slayer right here, putting in the work that's needed. 18 KA, well deserved.
monsters. What have you done? What have you done to France? I demand a statement. No, but nonetheless, that was huge from that inkjet. Oh my god.
Goodbye, France. They did their shifts right. They knew where they had to be when they were down. They knew where to defend from. And Barracuda Blitz just being a little bit slow on their pushes, especially when they had the man advantage. They could have definitely pushed up, applied bomb pressure, shot pressure in the areas of where they were coming back in. And with the lack of that just allowed Goodbye France just to deal whatever push they had away from them right under their noses.
Yes. Oh, I'm at loss for words. That was really one of the most intense sets I've ever seen. I'm really looking forward for round 4, 5, and 6. However, we are actually done for commentating. The next commentators for the streams are Magic8Ball and DRF are joining you for rounds 4 to 6. Yeah, it was really fun commentating with you, Devvy.
Same with you. I don't think I've really had much of a chance to commentate with you, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can absolutely agree with you. That was really the most intense set, and that was the first round on. That was
These
first
are only
round
the
on.
first three sets, guys. There's still another 3 to go, and this. Oh my goodness.
if this is not great advertisement for Low Ink, I don't know what is.
Where can people find you outside of Low Ink?
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna drink a lot because my voice is dead. My voice is dead. Anyway, Cyo and Devvy are signing out for today's stream. Like I said, you're getting accompanied by Magic8Ball and DRF, and you are watching Low Ink. Stay tuned.
feel big body. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to IPL Splatoon, hosting, casting, and crying in help desk about low ink February. I am Magic8Ball, and with me I have DRF in the commentary booth. How are you doing, DRF?
I am doing absolutely fantastic, Magic. And I'm super excited to dive into round 4 here of low ink.
This is a pretty solid matchup. This is a matchup from Group B, I believe. Both of these teams are 2-1 on the day so far, with the Among Us name that I refuse to say anything but Among Us having their loss to Twice in last round, and Dynasty Dragons having their loss to Umbra in round 2. So both of these teams going to be looking to potentially make it to day 2 in one of the higher tier brackets, but they have to fight hard.
Yeah, and we're going to be starting off this round 4 here with some clanlets on Wahoo World. And just as you said, this is going to be absolutely crucial round for both these teams. They're sitting at 2-1 because the winner here is going to put themselves in a really solid position at 3-1, and you know that's going to be a really good spot to be in to try to get into that alpha bracket.
Precisely. So first round between these two teams is going to be on Clan Blitz on Wahoo World, and unfortunately I don't know anything about these players precisely yet, so I don't know what kind of weapons we're going to be seeing, but I do know that this map is going to be heavily favoring teams who are aggressive and who are collecting a lot of clams, because these clam spawns are plentiful.
Absolutely. And yeah, it's just so easy to try to make a move towards the basket in this map mode combo. So definitely can be a pretty high scoring affair here that we're going to see coming out. So now we take a look at some of the comps here. So definitely seeing an armor on each side there, and quite a wide variety of weapons coming from both these teams.
Right, I actually really like the ballpoint niveau here. I think the beacons are pretty useful, although having 2 beacon users on the same team might prove to be a little bit rough, because you're not going to be able to have that bomb pressure. You know, like the Junior and the Sloshing Machine and the Caper are going to be able to provide on the other team. But when you're making picks like that, it really doesn't matter. Great pick here by the Tech player. Moving on to the enemy plat, clearing the way for his team to push up, and here they come. They do have 10 clams, so they could make a power clamp right now, but it's looking like they're going to just spread out, try and hold the position, use this Inkjet, maybe get some more picks, and propel themselves into a stronger push. But the Inkjet going down here, and the counter bomb rush, trying to make space here, getting this team off of the enemy plat, and DRF pretty much a stalemate right now.
Yeah, absolutely, but it does look like that the Among Us group here is in a really good position. At least they do have a solid grasp on this clam economy right now, so they're definitely in a much better position here than the Dynasty Dragons, who just don't really have any sort of clams. They're really just playing very defensive right now.
They're playing really defensive, and they're getting backed way up from those Tenon missiles into their base, and 2 power clams get dunked instantly. That's a great push already from the get-go. Fortunately, not going to be able to back it up. Some solid snipe from the Firefin Splatter Scope here, and it's going to return to neutral. But that was pretty well coordinated, especially with that brush going off to that left side there and using those missiles to back up the team, really get them out of their comfort zone. Really good job, and you love to see the coordination.
Yes, that is absolutely right there. So a great first push. And they already once again have another power clam ready, and the Among Us team here is going to be ready to make another push, as we do see a 3v3 situation coming out here. But now it's the second person going down the side of Among Us, so it does seem like that the Dynasty Dragons are going to be able to apply a little bit of pressure here, as they do build up a power clam of their own.
And now they're using that bomber, trying to make some space, unable to do so. Sleepy on the ballpoint here, able to pick off the Firefin Splatter Scope. Heaven trying to trade it out, make some more space for his team, unable to do so. Brush able to pick up the return kill. It's very scrappy right now. You're not seeing a lot of clean kills. You're seeing a lot of trade. You're seeing a lot of, oh, I'll back you up, and once you get down, I'm going to be able to pick up the kill. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to net anyone anything great right now. We're seeing the Among Us group trying to move back into mid, but the brush gets sniped once again. The sniper with the clam there, and now this is looking like this could turn around. We see both of those players are in the carousel area for the Among Us group. They're really not able to control mid, and here comes the Sloshing Machine. They're trying to get back on their feet. Sloshing Machine does go down, dodging a bullet there, but there is a lot of control for the orange team in mid.
And just a lot of just clams, you know, being kind of moved around here between these teams. As you saw, the Among Us group now has 20. They're going to get another power clam in right now. So they have shed that penalty with that one power clam, and they're ready to just continue to pile on more. If they can get a couple clams, and there they go, cutting it real close with the timer there, but are able to throw in some clams. And this is looking like this might just be the end of the push unless they could sneak in a couple more.
It is, but I don't really like how they're going about it. They kind of desynced there. You know, they had the Tentatech run in, get a couple of clams in. They had another player run in, and then they got the ballpoint picked off. And now Dynasty Dragons is back in mid, and they're kind of running the show. Another pick on the side of Dynasty Dragons wave. And Waffle here on the Sloshing Machine. Wait, we don't see it, but two go down in the enemy team. This Tentatech trying to pick up this power clam in a really tight spot. Waffle unable to finish the kill, but he's still hanging around. They're trying to finish this kill, but where is he going? No shots landing, and there's so many clumps right now. The Tentatech finally goes down, but there's a brush in mid attacking the sniper and the power clam. The Sloshing Machine goes up into a splashdown, which is so dangerous at this level of play. Heaven trying to run away with this power clam. There's only 10 seconds left. They really want to make this push happen, but they just don't have the pressure and the stance to do so. Even with the great picks from the sniper, even with the Busy Bomb pressure, and now the platforms are retracting. They don't have a way to get onto the enemy flat, and they're going to get bottlenecked here. Two go down on the side of Dynasty Dragons, and that's going to be the wipe. A strong, strong defense from anything besides Among Us.
Wow. You know, I really just feel like this game, there was parts of it that were just so much closer than the score tells. And, you know, it really started off strong for Among Us. They played very well. They played with their foot, you know, pressed all the way down on the gas. And they were just ready to go at it. We saw that early 2 power clam push in game 1 here. And, you know, it seemed like that the Dynasty Dragons wave were going to get something on the board several times.
Right.
Several times we saw them at above 20 clams, and just nothing ever materialized.
No, it was just really strong on the side of anything besides Among Us. They held their ground. You know, they did. It looked like Dynasty Dragons was focused on making like a very coordinated 4-man, like everything has to go right push. And when you're playing that way, the enemy team can try and go in, be over aggressive, pick you off, and make it so that you're not feeling strong on one side, and then you can't leverage that to push, right? So by doing that, by being scrappy, by getting those solo picks, they were able to stop anything coming at them, and it was really impressive and a good adaptation. But on Rainmaker, it's going to be a different story.
Yeah, we're heading to Inkfarer Art Academy. So for Among Us, if they can play very similarly to how they played game 1 and just come out of the gate swinging to just continue to apply pressure early on and make sure that Dynasty Dragons has a bad time, and if you get backed up on this map, it can be really hard to recover.
Indeed it can, and we do see the splatter scopes coming out on both sides. And so we're going to see the Stingray come into effect, although one of them has the Fire Fin, opting not to go Stingray here, trying to shoot down this Rainmaker. A nice pick coming in from that Sloshing Machine to stop that Rainmaker push, but there's a lot of pressure going on. This Inkjet putting in a lot of work. gets taken down on the drop, but the enemy is still in the platform area. They don't look like they have too much control of this. T-Tech goes down in mid, and right now it looks like Dynasty Dragons are floundering just a little bit. They're not able to clean up these kills that they need to. Here comes the brush. Unable to get the snug, unable to land their shots. Rainmaker does reset finally after that splashdown. They're able to get a pick, but they're really locked up in their plat right now.
Yes, they are, and they got really fortunate there to be able to get that Rainmaker reset, because Among Us could have just swung in and grabbed the Rainmaker, pushed it a couple more points, and the pressure would still be on. So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do that, but at the same time, it's also maybe a good call, so that way, you know, you're not playing super recklessly, and you could actually get a more coordinated push here, because here we see they already got 2 members down on the side of the Dynasty Dragons, so they know that they can just get these picks and make another well-coordinated push, and we're going to see that right here, right now, as they have once again grabbed the Rainmaker, and are going to try to make another push here as Sleepy, holding this Rainmaker, dodging the bomb rush around them, and finally gets shut down there.
Really interesting, because Sleepy had Stingray, but they just have to pick up the Rainmaker. I'm not sure what the thought process was there, because now they don't have a Stingray for this incoming push, and if that Rainmaker makes it up the wall, it could be a devastating push. This Selection Machine is already up the ramp. Rainmaker luckily gets taken down, and Jakub able to find a nice pick there. 3 going down to the side of Dynasty Dragon's wave. But anything besides Among Us, not really doing anything yet. Launching the missiles, and here comes the party. 1 going down, unfortunately the Selection Machine going down to that missile, cannon missile there. Stingray does come out this time on the offensive, and as well as the Inkjet. The Rainmaker does go down in a bit of a rough spot, but there's still a lot of pressure on for anything besides Among Us.
Yeah, and this is definitely not looking good at all for Dynasty Dragons right now. And oh man, that's 3 people down, so this is going to be a very, very good push right here. So now it's just a matter of, can they get this knockout, because they're going to get real close, and that's going to be 10 points remaining as Jakub tries to squid back his way over the enemy Ink, and finally gets shut down there. So this is going to be the end of that push, but pushing it all the way down to 10 points remaining, a nice pick there to shut down the Rainmaker. But pushing this all the way to 10 points remaining, that is really hard to overcome in a map like Inkfarer Academy.
Let's see, when you put a Rainmaker in a really low ground position like this, it's going to be so easy to defend. And look at that, anything besides Among Us making a kind of smart play here by just inflating that Rainmaker, keeping it there, trying to use a flank from the brush to put on a little bit of pressure. And 2 people do drop. This Junior is trying to find this K-shot, but unable to spray their bullets in the right way. 1 going down. This Rainmaker does get popped and is going to reset mid, thank goodness, because otherwise Dynasty Dragons would have no chance of picking that up. 2 going down on the side of any side on us. Now we're just seeing the Selection Machine pushed in.
Yeah, and this is we're seeing Among Us here just doing what they've been doing all game, and that's getting a couple of just very solid picks here, getting 2-3 members down at a time, and being able to continue to grab the Rainmaker and make a push. But fortunately for them, at this stage, they don't really need to make a push at this point, because they have Dynasty Dragons backed up onto their plat, and anytime one of them tries to drop, there's somebody already there waiting for them. But here we see Heaven trying to make a move, does get 1 pick, but gets shut down. So that is going to be, this is now going to be 3 members down on the side of Among Us. So this is going to be 1 last shot here for the Dynasty Dragons, as we see the Rainmaker being chased around the middle area here with 5 seconds remaining. That is going to be a shutdown of the Rainmaker, and game 2 goes to anything besides Among Us.
Because this is play all 3, they do win the set off of that win. Some very solid play, shutting down any momentum that the Dynasty Dragon wave had. And even when you're an ocean like that, a couple of precise placements of the ink is going to stop you. Really strong stuff. You know, that brush came up so huge, especially getting that double kill right before that push happened. That got them to 10 points. That was like coming up the wall at just the right time, you know, after that Inkjet got launched out and just clearing the way. That's exactly what you need to do. You need to work with your team, have somebody up in the top area, have somebody on the low ground, and then have one player who comes in, just cleans up the kills. Beautiful play. Beautiful play.
Yeah, well done there too. Anything besides Among Us. And we're now going to be heading into Game 3 here. So there is still a little bit on the line for the Dynasty Dragons wave. Because, at least being able to take a game here does kind of give you a little bit of a boost in terms of those tiebreakers. Because given that this is a six rounds of Swiss, there's going to be plenty of teams tied with the same record. So being able to kind of, boost your own win count here is going to definitely do some good. So this Game 3, though, is going to be Splat Zone's Sturgeon Shipyard. What do we want to see coming out of these teams here?
I want to see... Waffle seems like a sloshing machine main. I really don't like sloshing machine on Splat Zones for a couple of reasons. Here it can work, but with the composition that they've been running, it seems like they've been running, they have the junior, they have the sniper, but other than that, there's not a ton of paint. And because of that, especially with the scrappy nature of anything besides Among Us, if they are able to put down some paint and focus on using specials instead of getting solo picks, I think that they'll be able to boost their own momentum in a way that they haven't been able to do so before, because it looks like they have been relying on picks to get anything going. We do see the Slosh Machine come out, but we also see the Splash-O-Matic Neo, which I like. I think that's a good adjustment.
Yeah, because... And like I said, yeah, that Sloshing Machine isn't going to be doing a great job painting, but they do have that Junior Ants Neo Splashomatic, which will definitely make up a little ground here in terms of that raw inking power. But right out of the gate, we see 3 people go down in the first 20 seconds. More like 15, really. So very, very scrappy match right out of the gate. As first control does go to the Dynasty Dragons wave. And they're going to be able to continue, making a dent here in this scoreboard. And
here comes the hammer! That was just a really smart couple of picks from Jakub. This brush has been giving Dynasty Dragon Wave so much trouble. Just peeking up from around corners. That range is really hard to deal with, especially when you have weapons like the Junior, like the Splash-O-Matic, and like the Sloshing Machine, where the mobility is just going to break your ankles, really, and the range is going to make it even harder to deal with. Waffle trying to find something here, able to use Splashdown, lands it, does get one, gets the T-Tech, sees this jump, trying to go for a little bit more, but this brush is just putting in so much work, able to jump in for free and get 1, maybe 2 here, but opens it up for his teammate, and that's going to be the zone going back to anything besides Among Us once again. This brush, I'm impressed seeing this level of brush play.
Yeah, Jakuba's doing an amazing job here of just, even if they aren't getting the picks necessarily, they are putting themselves in positions to where their teammates can clean up the mess very easily. And we see a jump back here as now anything besides Among Us is out of the penalty, and they're going to be working on that scoreboard right now as they're now ticking that clock right underneath 40 points remaining. But we see the zone, it's really close to tipping right now. But they do need to maintain some ink here. But with 2 critical picks there, this is going to be really, really hard for Dynasty Dragons to come back from. And that might just be the game right there. They have this team staggered. And we are now below 5 points remaining. And this is a knockout 3-0 sweep for anything besides Among Us.
That sniper jumped back earlier, trying to save the bomb rush, and then going down there at the last opportunity is just tragic. Jakub was literally in their, went around their top left and was able to kill them from there, used the hammer from there, dropped down into the pit. They just couldn't stop him. They just couldn't.
It was actually a very impressive play, not just from Jakub, but all of anything besides Among Us, as they were such a well-coordinated team for the most part, and it was just very impressive play overall from this team. But much credit to Dynasty Dragons Wave for putting up a pretty good fight there, even though things kind of fell apart in that game 3.
Oh, for sure. Major props. And these teams, like we said, 2-1 going into the round. They still have strong chances to make the day 2 brackets. Even if it might not be the ones the Dynasty Dragons Wave was aiming for, they still get to keep playing and showing what they're made of.
Yeah, and I mean, just very, very well done. So that is going to be anything besides Among Us, moving up to 3-1 as Dynasty Dragons Wave dropped to 2-2. So definitely look forward to seeing both of these teams possibly make it into those day 2 brackets.
Anything can happen in Low Ink. I just want to I want to remind everyone of that. Low Ink is a wonderful tournament because of that. So, with that, we're going to take a little bit of a short break. I've been Magic8Ball.
And I'm DRF.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned for Low Ink, February 2021.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Low Ink February 2021. Here we are in round 5. I am DRF, and I am once again joined by Magic8Ball. How are you doing, Magic?
You know, it's Saturday. And Saturdays are for the Squid Game.
Oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, we have round 5, and we have a matchup on our hands. And we have quite the matchup. A fan favorite, no less, in no diving. Which I see a lot of support for in the chat. Against Damage Inc. Now these teams are duking it out for glory on Clan Blitz Snapper Canal. What do you think is going to happen, DRF?
Oh man, Clamlets snap a canal. Yeah, that's gonna be our game 1 here, and this is always a fun map mode combo in my opinion. Just because of the way that snap a canal is kind of laid out. There's just so many different ways that you can approach. Like, you can literally take a forefront approach in attacking this basket. Like, no joke. But, I mean, obviously that's not going to be, like, the strategy necessarily. But it could be one in which you try to, you know, just come at all sorts of angles and try to surprise the opponent. But there's just so many different opportunities to flank, to jump in. So it's going to definitely be key to coordinate your specials in order to, you know, make a move and possibly even try to surprise your opponent. So definitely look forward to some amazing special coordination, possibly through bubbles or some booyah bombs, but also just seeing some very, very smart strategic flanking coming in from a member on either side.
Especially with weapons like the Tetras, like the foil flings or roller, you're going to see a lot of flanking from these two kinds of weapons. And we do see a bit of, you know, the Western standard on the side of no diving. We see the sloshing machine, we see the splatter shot, and we do see Kensa from Damage Inc. take down one of the members of no diving. Trying to get an early start here. We do see 13 clams. Damage Inc. using their clam economy in fruitful ways. They're not having a power clam just yet. We do see them throwing. They're going to try and possibly make something happen. Looks like they have the paint. Specials coming out on both sides right now, though. You see the bubbles. We see the power clam get dunked, but that's 2 down on the side of Damage Inc. The Foil Flings was able to sneak by, get in some extra clams, and now we see the splashdown come down on top of the junior for no diving. Nothing too bad yet right out of the gate. A 35-point push is still pretty strong, but it's nothing that can't be overcome.
You're correct on that one. It's definitely, you know, a good first push, especially within the first minute of the game. But if I am no diving, I would not sweat at all because it is, like we said, it is the first minute, and 35 points is easily overcome. Can easily be overcome on a map like Snapper Canal. And we do see 16 clams on the side of no diving, so it looks like here they are going to kind of start getting themselves together, build up some of those specials, and start trying to make a push here. As you do see probably about 2 specials on either side. The Booyah Bomb coming out here from Soda, rocking that heavy remix, and there is the dunk of the first power clam. A nice pick there from the heavy, but no, that is a complete wipe on the side of no diving, and that's going to be a 1 power clam push for them.
The combination of the Foil Flingza and the Blob Lobber on the defensive side of Snapper Canal is actually really strong, and I'm really happy that we're going to be able to see it. Look at the Foil Flingza with a great 180, able to take down one of the members. But unfortunately, no diving put a quick stop to whatever it was Damage Inc. was planning. But there's somebody up top trying to send in a couple more clams. The Blob Lobber able to send in a good chunk, and that's going to be the difference. The Tetranuas are coming in late as well, trying to find the basket before it closes, but unfortunately having to trade out. This team is so scrappy and so sneaky, and especially when you have such a strong defensive core, having 2 wall weapons, this is going to be so hard for no diving to get through.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely something difficult to overcome, but they've been very fortunate so far. They're still in an okay position. They are doing an excellent job, you know, coming back from these defensive efforts and building up their own clam economy. They're collecting all these clams and whatnot, and they're, you know, kind of getting themselves in an okay position. And there's 3 members down on the side of Damage Inc. This is going to be no diving's chance to make a push happen.
Here they go, but the Foil Flingza, because of the missiles, able to call out exactly where the enemy positions are. They were able to jump down right at the right time to prevent that power clam from going in right away, and really shutting down the momentum of that push. That was very intelligent from that Foil Flingza to get it off right at the right time, just so that he could act in time before that power clam got too far. That was very clutch. That Foil Flingza single-handedly put together that defensive effort there and made that once again a 1 power clam push. And now the Foil Flingza getting more picks. I think that might have been a quad from the Foil Flingza. And here's another push coming, and they have the clams to win this game right now. Pokepark trying to find the basket, bouncing a couple of clams, but does finally end the match with a great bubble push. Oh, that was a turnaround. That's what you call punishing the enemy's mistakes to a T. That foil flings did so much work. So much work.
That was a crazy first matchup. Even though it ended in such a dominant knockout, that was just such a crazy matchup from start to finish.
It was fun to watch.
Wow.
Like, people don't realize, like, Splatoon is crazy. So many crazy things can happen in a match of Splatoon. And when you get to see it, it's beautiful. You know? When you get to see how these teams make plays, how they coordinate their specials, and just seeing it all come together like that, to have one player who's just rising above and stepping up and making wonderful plays, like, it's one of the most exciting things about Splatoon.
That is so true. That was just a beautiful game there from both teams, and just so much credit to the Flingza there. That Flingza was doing everything for Damage Inc.
Oh no, they really were. Like, gets that one kill to shut down that push on defense, respawns, gets 2 more kills to escalate the push on offense. That's exactly what you want from a player. I mean, somebody who can just consistently put out not only paint but kills. I'm impressed.
Same. So, but we are going to be heading into game number 2 here shortly with Rainmaker on Manta Maria. So definitely some great opportunities to see Flingza come back here with so many tight corners and turns, and a lot of places to surprise the opponent. So definitely would be exciting to see that come back here. And what else might we expect going into game 2 here, Magic?
I am expecting No Diving to run a comp very similar. Yeah, I think they like what they had going on with that Heavy Splatling remix, you know, with the Haunt. I didn't know if you saw that. And now pulling out that Stingray, you know, having this mobile composition with 2 shooters with the sloshing machine is very pressure heavy, and we do see the Haunt coming out one more time on No Diving's heavy player Soda. So let's see if they can put that into effect.
It looks like
It looks like they're just kind of letting this Rainmaker go by, and that's already 3 down on the side of No Diving. They're gonna run this Rainmaker right at the pedestal already. I think that was only like 5 kills. What?
Well, that was a game. Yeah, and I mean, it really just in the first, couple seconds there, we saw No Diving go down really fast. Like, it was probably like 15 seconds in. Like, I didn't even see the kill happen, but we saw one member go down, possibly on the pop, and a second member go down immediately after, and then they grabbed a Rainmaker and took the cut on that far left side, and the rest of No Diving members were just pushed all the way to the far right. And it was over after that. They just couldn't recover. They couldn't, they were poorly positioned, and the rest was history after that.
I'm sorry, DRF. We're going to be changing this stream title to Low Ink Any Percent Speedrun. Hello, welcome to Splatoon, the newest and greatest Splatoon 2 category of speedrunning. Holy cow! I'm just the wherewithal to just gun it straight for cut. There's nothing else you can say. Nothing else you can say. Damage Inc. does win the set with that defiant knockout. But if there's anything that I know that No Diving knows that they can win this next game.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, No Diving getting a lot of support here in the chat. Let's see if they can pull out a victory in game 3. So that's going to be on Tower Control Starfish main stage.
Ooh.
So definitely with Tower Control at least, something that's going to be benefiting No Diving here is that it's going to be more of a fixed pace. And it seems like in the first 2 games they have been outpaced by Damage Inc. Damage Inc. just constantly, able to get a couple picks and just shift the momentum so fast. And it was just, an avalanche effect. And No Diving just got caught in the avalanche and, kind of fell underneath the snow and weren't able to get out. So here they can definitely, they're going to have to adjust to the tower pace, and it's going to give them some opportunity to, kind of come alive and, make the comebacks necessary to, pull out this Game 3 victory.
I really like that analogy. It's Rainmaker is an avalanche. If you're not careful, if you scream just a little too loud, that snow could come piling down. But Tower Control is a slow gondola ride down the mountain. And you can shake up that gondola as much as you like, but it's not going to go any faster. So let's see how they adjust. I think that's really important here. We do see No Diving coming out with a Hydra Splatling and a Kensal Luna. This is crazy. And on the other side, we do see that Foil Flings to come back with the Ninja Squid, might I add, as well as the Ninja Squid on the Kensa Jr. using those bubbles to get some quick picks. Unfortunately, Junior going down right away, able to trade off. No diving. Oh no! You made a great play! Why did you jump off? Oh. No diving, trying to clean up these kills, but Junior jumped! He tried to get the jump, but it just moved away and said no. No, this game is going to Damage Inc. and you're gonna like it whether or not you want it. Oh, poor Fishy.
That secret jump there, that moved a lot to get up to that tower.
It was so far.
Alright, and that's going to be the first checkpoint here for Damage Inc. So, definitely that first checkpoint can be really tricky since it, it's sitting right next to this overlook. That's given that nobody was on that overlook, they're able to ride safely out of it. And they're going to be pushing this below 50 points remaining with 2 members down on the side of No Diving. Fishy trying to get some work done here with that Luna Blaster and is not able to find any picks there. So at this point, No Diving needs to, kind of get collected here and make a solid collective push on trying to stop this tower.
And it looks like they're able to at least pause the bleeding for now. Pokepark trying to toe touch this tower, stay on for just a little longer. Those missiles able to take down the Hydra, and here it comes, 20 remaining, and they don't have their backline to try and break this back in. 2 do go down on top of the tower. Do have some jumps coming in, but that's going to go down as well. A wipe for No Diving, and they are finally able to get some control. Holy cow. I was scared.
Whew. I'm sure that's exactly what No Diving is doing right now, and breathing a sigh of relief. As, that was just a lot of momentum there coming from from Damage Inc. And it's a 2v2 situation now. Make that a 1v2. And both teams, just really fighting it out very strong here in this center platform. And it's a very scrappy match right now, as No Diving is going to be looking to gain a little bit of control here.
We do see that Kensa Luna trying to find some picks on the flank, able to coordinate with the team to at least get one. Lemonade trying to find another. I really like that username, by the way. Booyah Bomb coming out. Here comes the armor. There's a flank of their own on the side of Damage Inc. The Foil Flings does get taken down. There's 2 by the tower on both sides, but the bubbles come out, and we saw that even the armor couldn't save them last time, but somehow I think a bomb picked off the Kensa Jr. from those bubbles. Tri-Slasher trying to find this pick on the ends up. This ends up putting in so much work to try and just keep this push alive. Towers in movement right now. We do see some purple players trying to pressure it. We do see the heavy Splatling able to find the pick onto Soda, onto Jark, and this push is no longer going for No Diving. They did what they could, but they didn't get control of that platform area right in front of stage. And this is going to go back on the side of Damage Inc.
Yeah, and they do have 2 specials ready. While No Diving is, starting frantically trying to build up their own right now. And a nice few picks there coming out from various bombs, it seems like. But the tower's still going with 1 member on it. A very, resilient push there. But it really wasn't going to go much further than it did right there. And now No Diving, grasping control once again at a tower. And I think they're going to be able to put some more points up on the board here.
That's some symbolic retribution from Shark, because he was the one that jumped off after getting the kill on the foil things the last time. But it's not going to do much right now, as we see 2 specials on the side of No Diving, but we only see 2 members alive. Here come the bubbles. They're able to make the great pick, stopping those bubbles from really doing much. Armor comes out now. I think the foil flings is decent. No! The foil flings just go down, though, and 2 are down. We do see the ends up trying to chase, trying to find some more picks, trying to make sure that they can keep this momentum going, able to find 2 with this teammate, and now they have control of this upper platform area, and this was looking like it could be a good push, but there are 2 down on the side of No Diving, and DRF, what do they need to do?
With 10 seconds left here, they just need to continue to get a couple of these crucial picks here, but Soda getting pushed off that tower because of the armor, and this is not going to be looking good here as the tower gets taken over by Damage Inc., and that is going to be another game in their favor here.
They had it. They had it at the end there. I think they just got a little over aggressive, not leading the tower, not pushing the tower together. And that's going to be curtains for No Diving. 18 KA from Lemonade there on that end zap, putting in so much work, but it just wasn't enough. A great set of matches, but Damaging comes out on top 3-0.
Yeah, and that was still a really fun matchup to watch, though. I just, even though No Diving just got completely outmaneuvered by Damage Inc., they put up an excellent fight there. They had some really, really good pushes, but it was just, we saw like the flings are coming out and just ruining No Diving's day there. It just never materialized for them, unfortunately. But they did come close there a few times. They put up a very consistent, good fight. But yeah, it's just, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Indeed, it does. That was round 5. And most of those matches did go the distance, so it's probably going to be a short break, but we are going to take another short break before the last round of today for Low Inc. February 2021. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
teams, it just goes one way and then the other, one way and then the other. And it just comes. Oh, Bandit! On another! Wow!
Oh, wow! Bandit just absolutely exploding there. Got themselves a triple splat, which
Good amount of clams here too. But Crystal going in, but does not get it traded. So this should be an opening for them to push. They have the super jump through car. Some clean throws in. And it looks like it's just the shot left. And it's the delayed wipe. You see the Dynamo coming out first. But they can't do quite enough to stop this push.
As I mentioned before, at this point I want to see somebody going and running clamps to kill this game off. They've got down to 18. They can do it. It might actually happen here.
Oh, that's a quick basket knockout.
That was really, really clean.
I think Geek Squid did a great job of, time.
And can the Mini put this game away in overtime? They don't have any clams, but for some reason they refuse to die. They finally go down there, but there's not going to be a lot of overtime seconds left on the clock here. They're going to have to go right now, and it looks like they are going to do just that. There might be a flank coming from Sook to stop this. They don't. So the basket does get popped, and a few players are down. Each kill here that Squid Rose makes is huge, and here comes already past 50, already down to 40, but not a lot of players left alive. But 3 players go down, and that is going to keep this basket going a little bit longer. They do have a power claim, but they find a way to get that power claim, and they're going to win this game. The basket takes over, they actually get the game. Are you kidding?
Rob
Just
just
not
comes
letting
in.
up.
Rob comes in, hits it with the barrier, and immediately jumps back out. But we've got one on the left-hand side. It's Ken. They might win this. They have won this.
Twice just not able to get any points on the board, just always on the back foot, trying to keep up that defense. Stop.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to round 6 of Low Ink, day 1 of February 2021. This is the matchup between Splatarians and Sky Ink. Both of these teams are 4-1, and they are looking to punch their ticket to the alpha bracket. But one of those teams will be left to the throes of the Swiss to decide where they end up on day 2. So, I'm joined by DRF. And DRF, what can you tell me about the Splat Zones on the Reef?
Splat Zones on the Reef. So this is a 2-zone map, and both zones, you know, kind of hiding underneath the bridge like little trolls here. This is definitely going to be a really fun one here, just because of, you know, how, like, I guess volatile this game can be. Because this is one of those 2-zone maps that is pretty easy to flip compared to some other 2-zone maps. So it's definitely going to be not necessarily as, you know, fast-paced in terms of, you know, the scoreboard ticking down as a 1-zone map, but it's definitely going to be a lot faster than most 2-zone maps. So it's definitely going to be like a very kind of middle-of-the-road type pacing here that we're going to be seeing in this game 1.
Right, and these zones are especially hard to cap because not only are they like smaller, but they're also slanted. You know, so like it's easy to cap, but at the same time, like you really need to like be focused on painting to cap it. Like it's a very weird dynamic that goes on when you're trying to get control of these zones, but you need control of the middle of the map, especially up top on the bridge area, to make good use of that. And we see a Carbon Deco, and I love that. I'm a huge Carbon Deco fan, and I'm excited to see Flaming from Splatarians take on this Carbon. And here he drops into the zone, trying to find some picks here, trying to dance around, swing that bat, and his team is able to clean up, get 3 picks already, and the 1-point Nouveau jumps out, and we're already counting down. Great work from Splatarians to make quick work, and now they're paying for their specials.
Oh man, yeah, very, very good push out of the gate here for the Splatarians. Sky Knight, here we see the ballpoint tossing out some rain here, trying to, you know, neutralize the zone a little bit. But we see a nice trade there. 2 members now down the side on the Splatarians, making 3 actually. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky one for Splatarians to come back from, as Sky Knight does an excellent job of, you know, just kind of gaining control of the zones here and establishing their footing here. You know, kind of flipping this game 180 from that first minute.
Very much a flip 180, as you already see 3 going down on the other side, and that was a great breakout. You know, Reef is notorious for being a map where you can easily lock out the opponents, prevent them from really getting back into the map, giving them room to breathe, to paint, and getting a lot of quick picks. But we're seeing Splatarians go right back and do the same thing with the armor coming out and 2 picks already. Dragon on this heavy Splatling, painting up these zones, cleaning up, doing exactly what they need to in the back line of this Splatarians lineup. And now we see some missiles coming out. We see Flaming trying to work with those missiles, but the armor comes out from the Junior. Unfortunately, no, that's an H3. And now this is going back to the side of Sky Knight. And the ballpoint goes down, but they keep moving forward. 2 down on the side of Splatarians. We have some specials at the ready, and Flaming able to maneuver, make a great play, able to get 1, able to get 2, and look at this Carbon go. Using those vertical flicks and horizontal flicks exactly to their advantage, popping the bomb rush here, dancing around this pillow and still staying alive. This is so impressive. Booyah's coming out, and that zone's going to Splatarians. 2 down on the side of Sky Knight, and here comes the train. If they can get this lockout, this is going to be huge.
Oh my goodness. That was insane play there by the Carbon. And now they're going to be out of the penalty. So Splatarians here looking to reclaim the lead, which is exactly what they'll be able to do right here. There it is. And now Sky Knight on the back foot trying to build up some of these specials, because that's really going to be the only way out of here. Now we see the Inkjet coming out. Manages to get 1 pick. But they are 2 down now, so Sky Knight does manage to neutralize the zone here, and that's going to stop the clock for now. But there it is once again, Splatarians going ahead and grabbing that zone once again, and now the ballpoint getting a bit surprised here by this Harley, but does manage to shut him down. But there are 10 points remaining on the scoreboard, and there it is, a nice stop there from Sky Knight as they managed to neutralize the zone, but they haven't inflicted the penalty quite yet. and now it's a 2v2 situation. Finally survive that very scrappy match in the zones there, managed to give them to give the Splatarians a pretty hefty penalty, and now they're gonna have a chance here to make some work of their own on their own penalty.
They do get 2 down here, trying to work up to this ball point, able to try and follow up, but Flaming goes a little too over-aggressive and falls into the hands of Blinky on the Neo Splash-O-Matic. This zone going over to Sky Knight for now. 1 player left alive, and I believe they're in respawn. This is going to be a really nice position for Sky Knight if they can continue to get picks, and they do. Still 2 down, and Splatarians is now looking like they're starting to feed. Sky Knight is able to desync Splatarians as this penalty is finally ticking down. They're trying, they're scrapping, they're going so hard, but they're desynced. They need to form up as a team and break out like they did at the first 3 minutes of the match. Armor finally coming out, we see Flaming on the far side of the map, trying to put in some work, trying to get some clearance. The Booyah Bomb goes over the zone, unable to capture it. This Bomb Rush comes out in some armor as well. Auto Bomb Launcher is on the zone. The Neo Splash-O-Matic disconnects from the match on the side of Sky Knight, but 2 are down on the side of Splatarians. This is still anyone's game. 30 seconds left, and the cap goes over to Sky Knight. They're still trying to count this down. They're still trying to get the penalty. Woo on the 8-jet, able to find the pick. Somebody in the back of the zone trying to get it. He gets another one. 3 down to the side of Splatarians, and here comes the lead. Oh, barely gets the lead.
That is.
There are 2 people left alive. Here comes the 4-man rush with the armor. Flaming trying to paint these zones furiously. They do get the cap at DRF. This game is going insane.
Oh my gosh, we are going to be heading into overtime. It's going to be a 3v4 situation. Sky Knight somehow miraculously picks up the lead there. And now they're going to be scrapping to stop this zone with only 3 members. And this is absolutely insane right now. But now Sky Knight is down a member, so it's a 2v4. The penalty is going down ever so slowly here. And another pick, make that 2 picks. And that's a full-on wipe. And that is a complete shutdown for Sky Knight. Splatarians are going to be able to ride this one out and survive. Wow. That was absolutely insane match here in round 6 of Swiss. What on earth just happened, Magic?
Not like this, man. Not like this. Blinky on the Neo Splash-O-Matic, putting in so much work with those bomb rushes, with those picks, with those burst bombs. But Splatarians never gave up. Even when Flaming going for that zone right at the end, right before the timer ticked down, and working with his team with the armor, barely clutched that out. That was Splatarians' game to lose. But they clutched up.
Yeah, honestly.
Something that I noticed early on in that match, when they, at the first point, they decided, okay, we're going to go forward and try and lock them out. But the second time they got the capture on the zone, when they finally pushed it down to 11, actually, they kind of backed up. You know, they let Sky Knight come to them. And so they were able to make a really good adjustment mid-match. So they are playing well. You know, it's not like that game was just a fluke. Like, Sky Knight was still going to have to work for that match. But even 3 down, they were able to take away that pressure and desync Splatarians. That game was such, like, a strong game from both of these teams. Unfortunately, the disconnect really soured the outcome. But if both of these teams can do the same high level of play that we saw, this is going to be a fantastic match going forward.
Wow. I mean, did you, like, on the side of Splatarians, did you see that the junior had a 20k A?
Yeah. Jeez, man. How many armors? I didn't see the amount of armors, but I'm pretty sure it was
missed
like
the amount of
6
armors.
or more.
That was...
Good lord.
Wow, man. I mean, I wish we could honestly, you know, just continue talking about that first game, because there's so much to just digest from that first game. But now we have another game on our hand. Rainmaker on Sturgeon Shipyard. Like, how do you top a performance like that game 1?
If there's any mode that can have as much excitement as that, it is Rainmaker, and I am so excited. We do see Asmar back on the H3. We do see Azrod back on this Ballpoint Nouveau, but it doesn't matter because all 3 of them go down, and the last one jumps back, and Splatarians flaming on the Tentabrella, such a departure from the Carbon that we saw last game, but it's working out really well as 2 go down, and this hammer is coming out, and that's a full wipe, and Splatarians gonna just end this set! Oh wait, there's a little slimmer of hope! Asmar barely getting that pick, but they still need to work here.
And another shutdown. Oh man, this Sky Knight is literally holding on for dear life here as they get back-to-back shutdowns with 1 point remaining. Finally gonna be able to get the reset here. Wow, what a first push.
That mist was actually so crucial. I didn't even see that Blinky had switched from the Neo Splash to the Vanilla Splash-O-Matic. But that miss was actually so crucial for them not getting up the pedestal right at the end there. Oh my goodness. At that point, you just have to throw out whatever you have, and at that point, the decision to go with the mist was very important. Should go down! As Blinky pops this Inkjet trying to take care of this Tentabrella, and they do. Another Inkjet as well. Gets a great pick! Wait a minute, there's 3 down on the side.
What?
Of Splatarians. And Blinky gets another great pick, but he gets the jumps. He waited for the jumps to come in. But it doesn't matter because Splatarians and Kimi is able to get a great cleanup. Oh, just when it looked like they had a little bit of something going for them, Splatarians shut it down quickly.
Wow. Splatarians, each member of the Splatarians is probably going to have like a double-digit KA after this match. Just because of, I mean, that first push plus the sequence that happened here in mid, that is, wow. You know, Sky Knight was looking to put themselves in a really good position there, but just a lot of clutch play coming out from both teams. And there we go, more clutch play here as Asmar here going to be getting 2 kills. And now we're going to be seeing some jumps come in. Sky Knight is going to get ready to kind of, you know, put together a push of their own.
See Takimi out here alone, trying to pop this Rainmaker, and Sky Knight has a lot of control in mid here. Tries to pop the Inkjet on the spinner, but Takimi has the great wherewithal to go up there and shut down that push for himself. They do have 3 specials here on the side of... I'm sorry, 2 specials on the side of Splatarians, and here comes one of them, that hammer from Flaming. Able to shut down that Rainmaker for now, as well as their Stingray coming out, but that Stingray's not going to find anyone. And they're trying to use these specials to put Takimi in a good spot, but they're unable to do so, dodging away from that Splat Bomb is Azrod. And these players are playing so mechanically well right now. The great bomb from Wu, and that's the Tenebrella, one of their main defenders, getting shut down. These bombs, all of these bombs from most of these members have such good placement, and it's so hard to articulate just how exactly to get that done, but when you see it, you know. Stingray gets charged again, as well as armor. The Ink Armor comes out. The Stingray's about to get popped as his teammates are ready to go in. You see the missiles come out first, though. Asmar trying to just find some way to make this Rainmaker not get picked off, but Takimi's able to pick off both of them. Wu with the cleanup. And these teams are just scrapping right now.
Like, there's still a minute left in this match, and my heart is going right now. It's definitely, like, this is Splatarian's game to lose. It's their set to lose at this point, just because of that really strong early push. But, you know, this is such a back-and-forth match. Like, if you're not even looking at the scoreboard, you would think that this match was so much closer. But with 40 seconds left, we now see Sky Knight going to be picking up the Rainmaker here. And they do get 1 pick. So that's going to be super helpful here, trying to get through that Brella and the Hammer, but the Hammer does get 1 member before going down themselves. And now they're going to be looking to kind of take the sponge here as the Rainmaker dancing around that Stingray. Possibly going to get surprised here by Takimi, but looks like this Rainmaker here has spotted Takimi and does manage to shut them down there. Excellent work. And with 10 seconds left, there are 2 members down on the side of the Splatarians, and they're going to be making a go for it here. This is going to come down really close. 3 members down the side of the Splatarians. Dragon, the last one standing here. They're trying to pick them off. 15 seconds left on the Rainmaker. The Stingray comes out. Trying to dodge the Stingray now. This is, oh, no, they do get shut down. They're just a little bit shy. Wow.
Oh, they had almost everything, but they pushed in just a little too far because they were trying to take care of that Ray, and there was an opening. And Splatarians took it. Good God. Takimi coming in with so many picks, so many plays. Splatarians did exactly what they needed to do, and they turtled. And every time that it looked like Skynet was trying to gain momentum, they decided, okay, we're just going to trade out. Because if we trade out, they're not going to be able to make a strong push. They're not going to be able to knock us out. So, they did exactly what they needed to do to win that set, and they did a great job of it. You know, Takimi coming in with so many infiltration plays to pick off the Rainmaker, to pick off Asmar on the H3. Fantastic knowledge after a great first push to do exactly what you need to do to not lose that game. Even though it got scary at the end. They sat back, they got specials, they waited for respawns. Dragon played that ending so well.
Yeah.
And with that, Splatarians is going to Alpha Bracket.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed Alpha Bracket for them as they move to 5-1. So now so now we have Sky Knight is, you know, they're going to be dropped to 4-2. So if my math does serve me correctly, 2 teams that are that go 4-2 here are going to end up making it to Alpha Bracket. Sky Knight's going to be definitely hoping that they're one of them. But if not, they'll probably be dropping to Beta Bracket and possibly even Gamma, just because of, you know, how big the spread is for those 4-2 teams.
Precisely. And this match, this Clan Blitz on Anchovy, could be a big decider in that tiebreaker. So, let's see if they can't scrap up the last of what they need to, put themselves together one last time, hoping they don't run out of steam to put on a good match. They do have some double armor composition coming out right now. You see the Tetrabella come back out for Flaming. And here we go. Clam's already getting picked up. Flaming helping to get 1 pick on the side of Splatarians. Able to get 2. Takimi here on this. Kenta shot once again, the monster from last game. Trying to find a stray pick here on the Office. They have 24 clams already and some specials to boot. And here comes Splatarians. They have so much pink already on the enemy side of the map. They have a power clam at the ready. Ink Armor comes in from Blinky, able to find 1, trying to find this pick on Dragon. He's able to do so, but gets traded. 2 members up on the side of Splatarians, and they're just going to say, alright, let's do it. They're running head first.
Nice hammer coming out here. Nice, beautiful picks there from Flaming with that hammer. And that is going to be a slam dunk there from Drop as they get 1 power clam in. Here comes the second, but it just misses. It barely misses, and it's underneath the basket now. They're going to be like scrambling to try to pick that up, but it's going to be no good. As that is going to be the end of the push for the Splatarians. But they do manage to take out a couple of people from Sky Knight on the way down as well. So, Sky Knight not going to be able to establish themselves in quite the position to get a push of their own yet. But they do have the clams to get the push going. But now it's going to be building up those specials and, you know, trying to just, you know, shove your way up to the basket now.
Here comes the Inkjet against that tent, is able to put in some work. That tent's going to be a little bit barren for right now, but that Booyah's coming in, putting in a lot of purple pressure. They maintain that power clam. Whoop is able to dunk it. As I'm trying to find it again, there's another one that came in from the other side, I think it gets dunked, and that's 2 power clams in the lead for Sky Knight, but a wipe to boot.
Wow. So, definitely some back and forth here once again, as both teams do get a push in. Both getting really 2 clams in. It's just that the Sky Knight, it was 2 power clams rather than a clam and a regular clam. A power clam and a regular clam. Like Splatarians. And oh my goodness, Takimi with the double! Flaming coming in once again with the hammer! Gonna try to do exactly what they did in that first push. But with both of them going down, it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get this one as clean as they did that first push.
No, it's looking like they're not able to clean up. Takimi's trying to find a way here, but because of those earlier kills, they aren't able to find the picks that they need to. I think that Blinky DC'd once again, and that's going to be so tragic for Sky Knight. they're gonna have to fight this because it's already halfway through the match. They're gonna have to fight this one out. Sky Knight can do this. I think that I've seen 3v4s in Clan Blitz go well, but they were going blow for blow. Because they have the lead, they can try and turtle like Splatarians did last match, but with something as forcing as this hammer and this tent umbrella, it's not looking like it's going to be great. A whiff from drop, and that's 2 down on the side of Splatarians. Tahimi trying to find this third one in the Booyah, and looks the Booyah Bomb is able to do so, and that's going to go Azrod going down. That's the lead, and this is looking so dire for Sky Knight. I don't think that they're going to be able to break out. Flaming with that tent umbrella, trying to climb up to the base before the timer goes down. They're able to get in those last few clams, and that's going to be the game for Splatarians in round 6 of Low Ink.
Wow. What? Man, it's such a shame, too. Sky Knight was looking so good this game. I mean, they've looked good all set, with just this constant back and forth, but, I mean, you know, what can you do when you've got 2 DCs, and those DCs come in pretty far into the match? You just gotta play it out. Like,
Right.
they did so well. Like, I mean, this whole set was just absolutely amazing from both these teams. And, you know, if it just wasn't for the DCs, I think this would have been probably a 2-1. Probably something goes into Sky Knight's favor if we don't see both those DCs happen.
Right. And sometimes there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Still some great sets. Like, in all honesty, those were fantastic plays from both of these teams. I'm excited to see them in day 2.
Yeah, and like just so much credit to Takimi. Takimi was an absolute machine in this set here.
So, with that finality, we have some things to plug. And we're going to be going a little bit of rapid fire, talking about some other tournaments. And we hope you'll stick around to hear it out. So, tomorrow, DRF and I are actually hosting a tournament run through the Collegiate Cephalopod Open organization. But this is an open tournament in partnership with Florida Game Con, sponsored by Corsair. And the grand prize will be a headset for each member of the winning team. About $200 worth. And we are so excited to put this on for people. We've got some solid graphics. We've got a good stream going on. A lot of support from the people in Florida Game Con. We're so thankful to be a part of this event.
Yeah, and just to reemphasize that this is open to anybody, which is a little bit different from most CCA tournaments. And that's going to be going on tomorrow at 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
If you're interested in joining the ranks of Temptation and Stargaze who have already signed up, discord.gg/GameCon. All right, next tournament.
So next one, we got Reef Rushdown, which is IPL's newest tournament series. So IPL, bringing out yet another tournament is absolutely insane. IPL continues to deliver on these tournaments. So Reef Rushdown is a bi-weekly tournament that is, targeting competitive players from Oceania. And it's definitely also convenient for a lot of Western North American players. So that's going to be going on starting March 6th. That is Saturday, March 6th, 1 p.m. Australian time. And that's going to translate to 6 p.m. Pacific, which is the day before. So Friday, March 5th.
Nice.
So more details on that, just join IPL, Inkling Performance Labs Discord server. You'll find all the information needed there.
Saturday morning coffee. EGTV is running this tournament once again. It's a bi-weekly on Sundays. The first installment will be the next installment will be February 28th at 1 Eastern, 7 p.m. Central European. Everybody loves some good coffee. Everybody loves some good matches. Everybody loves EGTV. Come and support the stream. They always put on a good show.
All right, and then we got Step Up Europe. So this is a new tournament. It is a European-centric tournament, as the name implies, and it is open to all skill levels. So after some of the events of the NA Open and Squid House, it's time that Europe gets a little bit of love here. So with the EVTV staff, they're providing some support for our French and Spanish audiences. And there's a few familiar IPL staff that are going to be running this event as well. So that this is going to be an absolute quality tournament and a quality stream. So this is going to be round robin into bracket, and this is going to be taking place February 27th at 1 p.m. UTC. So be sure to sign up today.
Of course, everybody's favorite Low-Ink staff member, JPEG, is putting on his own tournament called Waiting on Our Fifth. That's going to be this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, where every player can have a fifth person as a spectator in the room and communicating in voice chat. This is going to be a one-of-a-kind event running by a great guy. Join the Discord for more details. It'll be a good time.
JPEG never disappoints. This is a quality graphic that he's put together, and the concept is absolutely insane.
So with that, we are going to be closing out this Low-Ink stream. But tomorrow, same time it started today, you're going to be seeing day 2, Alpha Bracket. The best of the best, including some teams that you saw from the stream today, including Splatarians.
Man, wow, what just an eventful day 1. It was just so many good matches all day long. Wow, I mean, it's such a good Low-Ink that we have on our hands here. So I am so excited to see what comes up tomorrow. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. So, Magic, where can the amazing people watching find you?
My Twitter is at magic_octo. If you're curious, I stream sometimes at Magic8_Ball on Twitch. DRF, where can the good people find you?
So Twitter at DRF_Splatoon. I believe that both of our Twitters were posted just in the chat right now. And on Twitch, I do stream occasionally there as well. Twitch is Triton DRF. So be sure to check us out on both those platforms if you want to stay in touch with us. So that's going to do it here for us today with day 1 of Low-Ink. Be sure to check in tomorrow because day 2 is going to be just as crazy as it was today. So you're not going to be disappointed in the slightest.
Thank you so much. And everyone from IPL, have a wonderful day. We'll see you all tomorrow.